over. Oh my gosh, Santa, that's the biggest. That might be a world record crappie. That is the biggest crappie. Don't let him jump out of the boat. Don't let him jump out of the boat. We're really excited about being back on ESPN next year. We'll be on ESPN2 beginning the first Saturday in January. And you know, we were on ESPN for 21 years, but we haven't been on since, I think they told me 2011. I haven't looked back to see if that's accurate or not, but I'm sure they probably know. So I'm in here laying out these. I've been working for hours and hours and hours trying to lay out next year's shows. And I got kind of a crazy way that I do it. You know, I set up I put all the show segments that we've shot down for next year. I put on them down. You see, I've got 67 show segments. That would be enough for 33 and a half shows. Where I've shot them, who I was fishing with. There's on the St. Regis River up in New York, fishing with Mike Iaconelli. Solomon River with Boyd Walker. You know, there's here fishing Big Canyon Lake with Daniel Arms and his boy Houston. Table Rock, Stacy King. On and on and on. You know, there's fishing Camelot Bell with my daughter Sherry. We was catching some. We didn't catch a 10-pounder. We caught some 8 and 9-pounders. O.H. Ivy, Goose Island, Bacharach. Man, I'm telling you, Bimini, Lake Texoma. You know, and then when I pick out what I want to shoot, what I want to use for that week, I put them down. Like as an example, this is week number 15, 16, and 17. Week number 15, be fishing with Larry Walker at Wolfpack. Week number 16, fishing with Justin Rackley, my buddy that's got a giant YouTube channel, a great guy. And number 17 will be fishing the Solomon River up in on the Mohawk Indian Reservation with my buddy Jeff Shaw from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Anyway, I've been working on this thing for hours. You can see I got page after page after page. Looking at show number 18 there. It'll be Jim Bob Basham fishing on Lake O.H. Ivy. But I'm telling you, when you're fishing like this and you look out there at that lake and you look back and you just go, oh my gosh, this is something. I've been here like at this desk for hours and hours and hours, and that lake is beautiful, and there's somebody on the dock. There's somebody fishing on my dock. What? There's nobody here but Chris and I. The gates are locked up in the front. What the heck? Somebody is down there fishing off of my dock. Look at that. He's got a dog with him. Oh, that might be Beamer. Beamer, you're supposed to bite people when they come and go fish. I'm fixing to throw that cat in jail. No, I'm going to kind of slip up kind of quiet. I don't want him to run off. He don't look too fast, to be honest. I might be able to outrun him. Good gosh. Kill, Beamer, kill. Can you believe that? I wonder if that's one of Steve's buddies or something. Probably walked over from Steve's house. Surely he's I don't know. I'm gonna kind of slip up on him and surprise him. I might slip up on him, push him in the lake. Pretty good sized guy. Can't get too ugly with him probably. What in the world is going on? Hey! Hey! What are you doing?
I thought I could just look around, try out the merchandise.
What are you doing fishing here?
Well, there's not much fishing up at the North Pole.
The North Pole? You from the North Pole? Are you? Are you?
Oh.
Are you him? Are you?
Many people say I am.
What are you doing fishing on my dock?
Well, I saw this warehouse of Bass Pro Shops, and I decided to try out some of the equipment.
There's no Bass Pro Shop around here. There's one in Oklahoma City and one in Tulsa.
Well, my GPS must have been off. You know,
how'd you get here anyway? You have a rent car or something?
No. Rudolph brought us here. He led the way.
Are you telling me that you came here on a sleigh to Twin Eagle Ranch?
Well, we had to make a trial run first before the big trip on.
Hey, I know. You're kind of busy this time of year. You got time to go fishing?
Well, It was every time I try to leave the North Pole and I'm wearing camo, the ranger get a little skittish. So I come out in the red suit, and they know that I'm not hunting for their brethren.
Bass Pro, you got a Bass Pro Shop hat on. It's autographed. It's like a collector's edition, 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy named Jimmy Houston signed it for me.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he seemed like a nice enough guy.
Yeah.
He was more, clean cut back then, but.
Did he look anything like me?
Well, the glasses are about the same. Hair's a little longer.
I would think a guy like you would kind of like long hair.
Depends on the era.
Oh, the era, huh? You've been through a lot of eras. You've been through Well, listen, this is a private lake that you're fishing. And, normally we have a couple of options when we catch somebody fishing here that's not supposed to be. We either shoot them or call the sheriff and have them arrested.
Well, the sheriff and I are like this. so I suggest calling the sheriff.
You can call the sheriff. Well, hey, since you're here, how about I take you fishing?
I think that would be
I got a Ranger boat right over here. It's ready to go. Got rod and reels in it and everything. Oh, by the way, have you caught anything?
I haven't caught anything yet. No.
None?
I think my ho-ho-hos were a little too loud for him.
Ho, ho, ho. All right, hey, let's go jump in that Ranger boat, see what happens. All right, let's go. Let's go, dude. Santa Claus. Oh, this is the craziest. Am I in Twilight Zone or what? All right, here you go, Santa. Go ahead and jump in back here. Probably fillets back to Mrs. Claus or something. I don't know. Mrs. Claus a good cook.
Very good cooking.
Another bite.
The elves would love this, but they get a little bit hard to handle. They'll start throwing each other off as bait. So I can't bring them anymore.
A little bass. I mean, a little bass. Look at that bass. He thought he'd eat that thing. He could be full for 2 days, wouldn't ever catch anything else. Santa, the elves, they get in your fishing tackle sometime and take all your lures and lose them and stuff like that, like little kids do?
Yeah, they're not always the most reliable.
You got a fish or you got grass?
Got grass.
What about when you get all of these nice hunting and fishing gifts for all the good little boys and girls? The elves go in there and pick them out something for themselves, or what are they? How do you keep them from doing that?
We have security.
You have security at the North Pole?
Oh, we have to.
Because not every elf is honest, is that right?
No, they are. Well, those big old curved shoes, that they can hide a lot in that shoe.
They can hide like 2 or 3 pages of plastic worms in there, huh?
Oh, easy. We catch them because they start walking funny.
They start limping, huh? As long as we have Christmas, we have to have Santa Claus. Santa Claus got to have Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
The elves got to have cookies. Good little boys and girls got to have presents. Santa's got to go fishing, right?
Just to get away, yeah. Yeah.
That's a little bit further, nice crappie. Perfect eating size right there. Not a giant, but a perfect eating size. About a pound, a little over a pound. Crappie saying, I'm glad you kissed my lips and not my fillets. I have a little bass or a little crappie or something here. Oh, look at the size of this crappie. He's a bambino. Tiny crappie. I got an idea. If I'm catching all the fish and Santa don't catch any, ain't gonna be a very good Christmas for Jimmy. Santa, throw right out here in front of the boat. Hey Santa, this is not ice up here. You go under in this one. I know you can walk on water, but out here you can't.
Yeah.
Ah, lady, look at the size of that one. Lift him in, lift him in, lift him in. Be done to get a hold of your line, not the rod, the line. Lift him over. Oh my gosh. My gosh, Santa, that's the biggest, that might be a world record crappie. That is the biggest crappie. Don't let him jump out of the boat, don't let him jump out of the boat. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Santa, don't lose that fish. That is the biggest crappie I've ever seen. That is the biggest crappie. That's the biggest crappie. I've never seen a crappie that big. He didn't get away, did he?
Nope.
Put your thumb in his mouth. Put your thumb in his mouth. And hold him up here and let me see him. Put your thumb in his mouth. Just your thumb, not your whole hand. Although that crappie's almost big enough to put your whole hand.
Santa don't bend real well.
That is a whopper crappie. That is a whopper crappie. No, don't let him get away. Don't let him get away. No, 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 no. Don't let him get
Santa don't bend real well.
Santa don't bend like he used to. Put your thumb in his mouth. Put your thumb in his mouth, just like a bass.
I'm trying, but
I gotta give Santa some help here.
Yeah.
I don't even lose the biggest crappie in the whole world. That might be the biggest crappie in the whole world that Santa's caught right there. I can tell you, boys and girls, if you go fishing, do not catch all the fish and not let Santa catch any. And if Santa only catches one, make sure it is a giant, a whopper. I've never seen a crappie that big in my whole life. I know the difference. Okay. Biggest crappie I've ever seen, Santa. Give it a little kiss there. You just saw Santa Claus kiss the biggest crappie in the whole world. Guys and girls, hope you're gonna have your fun. Santa Claus has been fun. Dude, remember me on Christmas Eve. Remember the biggest crappie you ever caught in your life? Maybe the biggest crappie anybody ever caught. You caught it fishing with Jimmy Houston.
and to think you were going to shoot me.
Well, the thought crossed my mind. Have a good one out there. Remember, I sure do love you.